Okay. Okay, we're not diving right into the limit thing anymore. We are using the product rule. So, let's check Claire out. Go for it.
Okay. X squared plus 2 prime.
Okay.
Times 3x to the third plus 5. Plus
Sorry, I'm moving myself somewhat room here.
plus x squared plus 2 times 3x to the third plus 5.
Okay, very good. All right, that's the rule. If at some point you want to skip that step and go right into this stuff, you are welcome to if you can keep track of it, and most of you all will soon be doing that. All right, finish that step for me, Elaine. I got the 2x taken care of, now do the back part.
X squared plus 2 times.
Very good. Okay. Now we're gonna, we are wanting f prime of 2, so if you want to put 2 in right now, you are welcome to, or you could clean up and then put a 2 in. It's up to you. You got a lot of 2's to put in at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. If you want to put in, go ahead. 6 x to the 4th. But you are going to spend a little bit of time cleaning up. Okay, putting in, now we are, just FYI, you don't have a calculator, because if you had a calculator, you'd be all over it and you'd be done a long time ago. Okay, and now we're going to put in x equals 2. So 15 times 16 is 18 times 4 plus 20. All right, anybody have a final answer for me? Did you all simplify like I did, or did you just start plugging in 2 right here? You're plugging it in. What'd you get, Lauren? 224? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, now, if you are really not trusting Lauren, or not trusting yourself, tell me how I do this on the calculator. Math. 8. Plug in X. Oops. Plug in the function, which is, you don't have to do anything special. X squared plus 2, 3x to the 3rd plus 5. And then you plug in 2. 332. So we shouldn't have trusted Lauren. All right, remind me before you leave. Let's fix that. Okay, and Claire, you need yours fixed too. Remember, this garbage is just because they have a different algorithm, and you should just pretend it's not there. Okay, even if you go to 3 digits, it's 0.000. So just be careful about that garbage back here. Okay, so 332. You could plug in here. So if I do 15 times 16 plus 18 times 4 plus 20, should I get 332? Yes. Okay, so I would have been there. All right. Now the next piece is using FOIL first, as in multiply it out, then find the derivative. All right, so new problem. All right, we're changing f of x to be its multiplied version. Okay, so, Leah, why don't you FOIL it for us?
3x to the 5th plus 5x squared plus 6x to
Wow, she's quick. Good job. Okay. Now, please notice it's still called F, not F prime. Because now we're ready for F prime. Connie, and do the honors.
I don't know.
Go for it.
So 15x plus 4 times 10x or plus 10x plus 18x squared.
Okay, and that's as quick as you should be able to do that, everybody. Okay, now we want to let x equals 2, so start your little bar here, like the calculator has, x equals 2, easy, and plug in 15, so now we're talking about f prime of 2, if you will. 15 times 16, these are the same numbers I got above. So 10 times 2, which is 20, and 18 times 4, which we already know that's 332 because I throw it in the calculator. Okay? Keep in mind again, if you're not using your calculator, if you're not using Math8, then you're not using your calculator to do the computation either. Okay? So just be careful. Okay. So, and then we already did that. So that would be, yes ma'am.
When we're doing these problems, can we avoid like finding the derivative of the multiplication product at all and just like FOIL it out and solve it?
Sometimes, it just depends on what's, like if there's a trig involved or an EDX, no, you can't. You still have to do the product. But yes, absolutely. You like this method better
Yes.
than this? Okay. You got the same answer, so yes, if you feel like it's easier to multiply first and then find the derivative, have at it. Yep, if you can. But anyway, bottom line, it doesn't matter. You have the same thing. Okay? All right, any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you put it in the calculator?
Because they're using a different algorithm than we are. I don't know what the program, it's just like a different program that to figure it out, and so it gives you some garbage sometimes.
Yeah, we can fix that.
You probably could.
Debug it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So some little, I think this is new to you. New vocab. The normal line to the curve is the line that is perpendicular to the tangent at P. Okay, so normal, I don't know what, who named it, but it was a really dumb name. But, you know, some of us don't. What? It's sort of like, remember the regular polygon? Do you remember? Regular polygons, all the same sides and all the same angles. There's nothing regular when you think about what the word regular means to most people. That's not a regular. That's very special. Okay, so this is the same idea. So let's draw a curve. Let's say this is our curve. Okay? Let's say we have P right here. And draw yourself a tangent line at P. So this is tangent. Okay. All right. Now draw yourself a perpendicular to that has to go through P, and that's considered, my friends, your perpendicular. I'm going to do that different time here. Different color. So that is perpendicular. Okay? Now, what's the relationship between perpendicular lines and their slopes? Negative reciprocals. That's right. Opposite reciprocals. Okay? So don't worry, don't forget perpendicular lines have slopes that are opposite reciprocals. Okay? All right. So, new application. Okay. What's the matter? What's the matter? You all, I'm gonna start throwing erasers. Going on for what? Okay, erasers. All right. Razors, scissors, something. All right. So we're looking for equations. Be careful. We get a little involved in the slope and we forget to finish the equation. So you might want to circle keywords here. I think they teach you that in ACT class, right? Circle the keywords so you're answering the right questions. Okay. So where should we start? What do you think? Bonnie, where should we start? Nah. Finding the derivative. Okay. So that would be called y prime at 1 is really going to give us what piece of this puzzle? Y prime at 1. The slope of the tangent line. Good point. Okay. So you might want to do this just to remember that that's what we're doing. Okay, y prime equals. All right, I'll give you a minute, and then we'll plug in 1 together. So just hold on while you have your confirmation that you have to write derivative. This is x times red x. All right, got it? What do you have, Lindsay?
1/2 x to the negative.
We should have, okay, this is x to the first times x to the 1/2, which when you put those together, that's x to the what?
Oh, x to the 1/2.
No, 3.
3x.
3x, you're adding.
Yeah.
Okay, now, redo your derivative with the right function there, and we have what, Lindsay?
Are you telling me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. 3/2 x to the 1/2.
Very good. Okay, pull the 3/2 around, you decrease the power by 1. Okay, remember when you have x to those two powers, you're supposed to add them. Okay, so that x, y prime is x to the 3/2, x to the 1/2, and we are wanting at x equals 1. There's your x value. Okay, 1 to any power is 1, so this equals 3/2. Okay, so equation of the tangent line. All right, Lydia, give me the equation of the tangent line. There's all the
Y
equations.
minus 1 equals 3/2 parentheses x minus 1.
Very good. That's the tangent line. Okay. There's your 1, 1. There's your slope. You're good. Okay. Now normal line. All right, Lauren. Very good. Okay. That's all there is to it. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay, so watch the normal word come up because it'll be like regular. It's like you kind of won't notice it unless you're looking for that. All right, so if we were to graph those, just for verification, let's put it in here. Everybody, and I want you to, I want to x radical x. Okay. And then, all right. Give me a quick way to put this in here without just doing a bunch of stuff. So 1 plus 1.5 x minus 1. Okay, and then the perpendicular one is going to be in black. That's going to be 1 minus 2/3 x minus 1. Okay. Now, if you graph those in your standard thing is not going to look like it's perpendicular. Okay? Watch here, the black one. So it's a little lumpus, right? Okay. What you have to do is you have to make this square. So go over to your window and your zoom and make it square, number 5. You make it square. It has to start all over because it's changing the window, but it'll be more. So what happens is your increments are now even instead of not even, and it'll look more perpendicular. Okay? So if you really want confirmation that that is in fact perpendicular, you'll want to make your window 2 square. Okay? Good to know, right? All right. Any questions on this page? Just go ahead, Kara. We combined them.
Not up there, like when we had y equals 3 times x.
1 to any power is 1. So 1 times 3 halves. Yeah, we plugged in 1. Okay, any other questions? It's okay, you're good. All right. Find the equation of the tangent line, find the equation of the normal line, find the slope of the secant line. I haven't seen that for a while. Find the equation of the secant line. All right. I'm going to tell you this time you can use your calculator. Okay? You can use your calculator. I won't, and then we'll have it both ways. Okay? Yeah. All right, I have B and C done. Are y'all done? Nope. Okay. Cover it up then. There you go. You done, Leah? Fast. Okay. Great. Oh, and you use the calculator to find the derivative, right? Okay. I know you don't like math, but you're really good at it. You told me that last year. You didn't like it, but you're really good at it. Are you gonna? No. No. I mean, I can do it. Watch things. If I have to.
Like, does it make science majors
You'll have to probably take either Calc 1 and 2 or just 1, depending on where you go. This is Calc 1, so yeah. So you're really med to spend like pharmacy or doctor?
In general.
All right, everybody ready with ABC? Okay, so you did math 8. I told you you could use the calculator. Now you are going to have to be responsible. You're going to have a calculator, and that's what they expect you to throw it in the calculator, get it quick, be done, and move on. Okay? All right, so I did it by hand. There it is. Okay? I got the derivative. I plugged in 0, and I got -2, which is the same thing you got in the calculator. Part B, find the equation of the tangent line. I had everything but this piece. Remember, this is the f of that value, so I had to, you all had to do that, right? Now, if you are smart and you know you're going to do more than one thing, you should have probably put this in to y1 in your calculator piece, and then when you did math 8, do, you put this in, put y1, okay, for this piece. Y1 is in the, right here. So you have the bars, one thing. So if I get y1, sorry, to be, showing up. All right. What is it? X to the third? 4x to the third? Minus 2x minus 1. Okay, so now I got y3. When I go to the home screen and I'm going to find a derivative, it's math 8. I got to remember this is x. Now, I hit bars, that stands for variables, y bars, that stands for y variables, and I hit function, and remember mine went as y3 just because I didn't feel like going back up. And at 0, there's still my -2. Okay? Because what happens now, when I want to plug in 0, which it isn't that hard, duh, but it's in the calculator, I could go over here to my graph, and I could find 0, and there's f of 0 right there. So if you know you're going to do more than one thing with it, you might as well put it there as opposed to putting it in the home screen once and just using it once, and then you have to plug it in again. Okay. Part C, the normal, we're at the same point, so the -1, 0, -1, and then you change that to 1/2. So that's good. Okay, part D, find the slope of the secant line on 0, 5. Okay, so just as a visual, you know, I like my visuals here. All right, there's my, you have found at 0, -1, you have found this line, okay? That is this one, and then the perpendicular one looks something like that, okay? That's the normal one. All right, now, what are we doing with secant line? What does that even mean again? It's been a while since we've seen it. What are we doing with the secant line? From 0, I guess 0, -1. That means the x values, these are my x values. Okay? This one double check. Yeah. Okay. So my x values are from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away, let's say up here. Okay? So we are looking for this line. That's my secant line. Okay? So how do we find the slope of the secant line? It's the same as the average, yes? Same as the slope formula. Okay. You also have a calculator slope formula in your calculator. So, m slope, oops, secant to me. I'll do it by hand just so that you know we can do both. We went 5 minus 0 and what are my values? This is where, again, -1 and 489. Is this going to be right? Is that backwards? F of 5, yeah, 0, 5. Okay, so you're just doing a regular slope. So what do you get? What is it? 98. Did everybody get 98? Okay. That's the F of 5. And that's the F of 0. That's the regular slope formula. Okay? So again, if you had all that in your calculator, all you have to do is look in the table again. So otherwise, there's lots of computation, which means lots of potential for error. Okay, now, equation of the secant line. So y minus, who's got it? We got all the information up here, we just have to grab it. Go ahead.
plus 1 equals 98 times x.
So you're basically saying that?
Yeah, because it's...
Wait, why are we at 0, -1 still?
I thought that was...
Well, the point is... Oh, we could use 0, 1. Yeah, we could use 0, -1. What else? Or we could have used this point up here, which is... That's okay. You had to find it anyway, right?
It's going to be -1.
Yes. Okay? And please leave those in that one. Do not do anything with them. I know the book does. That doesn't mean you have to. Just leave them in point so far. Okay? So that's part E and R, which is the slope of the secant. Okay. Just FYI, the slope of the secant is also the average rate of change, if that comes up. We haven't seen it for a while, but that's the same as the regular slope of the secant line average as opposed to derivative when you use the tangent, which is the instantaneous rate of change. So this will come up on the next test. You can guarantee it because it's an application that involves some slopes. Okay? Any questions on that page? Nope. All right. Let's do this. Given f of x, find all the higher order derivatives from 1, 2, 3, 4, and beyond. Yes, ma'am.
How many slides do we have?
Not very many. I think this might be it.
I'm wondering if I should start a new page or
I think we have one more after this. We just have one more because those are answers. Just have one more, Kara, to answer your question. This one won't take too long.
What do you mean by higher?
First derivative, second derivative, third derivative, fourth derivative. Yeah, you'll figure out.
Until it's...
Yeah. All right. I'm ready for F prime, Kara.
It's been a long time turning the page.
She's always got it. I'm scared.
Wait, if I be like -28 x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2x.
That's beautiful. Okay? And that's as quick as you should all be hopefully going for. To be as quick as Kara. Right? All right. Elena, give me the double prime. 28 times 3. Yep.
X squared minus 6x plus 2.
Very good. Okay, now, once we start with the, like, how many are we going to go? A lot of times you'll see that instead of the 3 ticks, you'll see it like this with a 3 in parentheses. That means the third derivative. All right? Just because when you got old lady eyes, you're like, how many are there? All right, Lauren, give me the third derivative. Very good. All right, and definitely after the third, we're not going to do all those tick marks. All right, fourth derivative. Lindsay? -160. Good. Fifth. 0. Sixth. Okay, and so on. This one will be all 0. So that's why it says to find all of them, because eventually they'll be all 0, because 0 is a constant, derivative of a constant is 0. Depressing? What Mr. I know you all call him Profe, but he always says the answer in calculus is always 0 or 1 or -1. It's kind of true. Eventually. All right, if you're guessing, those would be good numbers to guess. Any discussion on that? All right. Okay, here's our last equation. Now, I'm trying to pick, I got some random numbers here. I tried to pick very, different applications. Okay, but that's going to be the problem. You're like, oh, I don't know what they're asking me. That's what you got to figure out. Okay. Find the equations of the horizontal tangents of y equals x to the fourth minus 2x squared. Now, the calculator gave me this beautiful graph. If you didn't have a calculator, I think, and the visual to go with it, I think it would be very difficult to solve this. But let's talk about horizontal tangents. What do we mean numerically, mathematically by horizontal tangents? I'm going to stand in front of the thing, so you're not interpreting any geometric. What is a horizontal tangent? Numerically, mathematically. Elena. Slope of the tangent is nice. Okay? So, now you've got a visual. How many places do you think there is a horizontal tangent on that graph? 3, 1, 2. So why is there a discussion on whether it's 2 or 3, Lauren?
Because there's 2 looping things
That they may be on the same, yeah. Probably these are the same, but technically you would both be right by saying there's probably 3 there. But yes, the first 2 here are going to be the same. Okay, so Elena says the slope of the tangent line is 0. So tell me what the slope of my tangent lines are supposed to equal. How do we decide 0? What's the slope of my tangent line of y? Okay. So what is y prime?
4x to the third minus 4x.
Okay, so that equals 0. So you have to interpret what they need. It's just like geometry. Like, what are they giving me? They're giving me that I want this. And what do I have to do? I have to solve this. Okay? Now, how do I solve? 4x cubed minus 4x equals 0. Take an x out. Take a 4x out, even better. All right, we're factoring. So what's left after you take a 4x out, Claire? All right. So what is x when f of x is 0? 0 and plus and minus is -1. There's your 0. There's x equals 1, and there's x equals -1. Okay? Are we done? No, because we're looking for equations. All right, now just like Lauren already mentioned, this probably is the same equation. Is it? All right, let's find out. Okay, y minus blank equals slope of, we're not quite ready, are we? Do we know the slope? No. Are you sure? It's 0. Those slopes all have 0 line, 0 slopes, right? Those are all 0 slopes, okay? All right. The 1, let's go with the one on the left, -1. Okay, what's the y value? Where are we going to get that? That's not at 0. You look, that is not. This ordered pair is not -1, 0. So how would we find it out? Plug it into what? Okay, so right there. F of -1 is -1 to the 4th. I forget my equation. 4x, yeah. Minus 2, -1 squared plus 2. All right. Oops. So what's that? 1 minus 2 plus 2. 1. Okay? So that's one equation. Now let's get a different one. Y minus, let's get the zero slope and the zero line. So this one we're working on now. Okay, what's f of 0? 2. Okay, so that's 2 we have. Am I losing anybody? All right, and we do have a 1. What's going to happen when we plug in, oops, f of 1? It's going to be the same thing, right? So we really only have 2 equations. This equation is the same. That one's this right here. The black one is that. Okay? Again, without that visual support, that might have been more difficult. You don't have to have it, but it sometimes helps lend you to, like, oh wait, that slope is 0. Sometimes it's hard to do all that without some visuals. So don't be afraid to pull out a graph, you know. But again, also don't get too dependent on one because we can't always do it. All right, I'm ready for a multiple choice test. Are y'all? Wait, sorry. Sorry.